This is Group Captain Prasanth Nair's MTech thesis colloquium. As his thesis advisor, I'll do a formal introduction. Group Captain Prasanth Nair is presently the division head for the Crew Safety Assurance Division at the Human Space Flight Center at ISRO. He graduated from the National Defense Academy in December 97, and he was the Sword of Honor and President's Plaque recipient in his batch. After getting commissioned into the Air Force, he started flying MiGs. So he was commissioned into the fighter stream. He started flying MiGs, then moved on to Jagos, and finally the Sukhoi 30 MKIs, the big fighter birds. He's a qualified flying instructor for the Indian Air Force, and he also has a Category A rating, which is actually very few flying instructors in the Air Force are rated for Category A. So what that means is the Category A instructor trains the other instructors who then train the student officers. The qualified experimental test pilot, and because he's a test pilot, he's basically flown pretty much every fixed-wing aircraft that the Indian Air Force has, both fighters as well as the transport aircrafts. Recognized as a distinguished graduate, and he was a topper among all the international officers in his batch at the US Air Force. Here he was the flight commander for number 20 Sukhoi 30 squadron. So this is a large squadron in Pune. It's actually among the largest flight squadrons in the world. He also, along the way, he did a lot of test flying for DRDO, for which he was awarded the DRDO Agni Award for test flying sensitive experimental payloads. And then after his stint with the number 20 squadron, he was posted as the commanding officer. So that's the top boss for the number 2 Sukhoi 30 squadron in Tezpur. He obtained a MSc and MPhil in Defense and Strategic Studies in Madras University. And then Gaganyaan happened. He is the senior most among the 4 officers from the Indian Air Force to be selected for the Gaganyaan program after a multi-step rigorous process which culminated in February 2020. So she went to Russia for a 14-month training at the Yuri Gagarin Cosmonaut Training Center, and he is fully qualified on the Soyuz space vehicle. So in fact, he'll show you some very interesting training footage and pictures from Russia. So I suppose the most precious feather on his hat is that he's the recipient of the first ever pair of India's astronaut wings that were pinned on him by our Honorable Prime Minister in February 2024. Okay, so with that introduction, I'll now welcome Group Captain Nair. Please give him a round of applause. The stage is yours.
Like what Duvri said, having a full house is a rarity. Then I'm really honored for all of you giving me this rarity. I shall remember this. I'm going to start with a small story. The story is of a magical land, far away, approximately 400 kilometers away actually. It's a magical space in a magical vehicle where you can be Superman. You can fly, you can go at 5 times the speed of sound, and Superman's got so much of energy he can destroy himself 32 times over. And in this magical land, you can see 17 sunrises and 17 sunsets in a period of 24 hours. What am I talking about? That's the magical land. 400 kilometers up there. When you're doing orbit, traveling at 8 kilometers per second, and Superman floating inside his cabin. And at that altitude, because of normal orbital mechanics, you shall see 17 sunrises and sunsets because each orbit is 91 minutes approx at 400 kilometers. Now, just to give you a bird's eye view, because I know orbital mechanics is new to most of us, even we have to keep pinching ourselves to say that this is for real. And so let's quickly revise what all this is about. So here you can see the Earth, that's where we all live. And that's Moon or any other planetary body. And we are orbiting here like I showed you. Now, depending upon your energy states, when you are orbiting, you have a certain potential and kinetic energy. And thereafter, to come down back to Earth, you must spend that much energy which took you out of Earth or to another body. In 44 minutes, there's a big price that you need to pay. And that price is this guy on the left and right, both the same people. You become old overnight and look like a 95-year-old. That's the G forces that is there on your body. So this is the centrifuge. The camera is from the control room, and they are the doctors and people monitoring. I got a vest inside, which is making sure my heart rate doesn't increase certain beyond, because if the heart rate increases, you'll fail. And that washing machine kind of thing is a centrifuge.
Okay, sir. Switch it live, go for it now. 1, 2, 3, breathe. 1, 2, 3, breathe. Pull more. 2, 3, breathe. Pull more. 2, 3, breathe. 1, 2, 3, breathe. 1, 2, 3, breathe. 1, 1, 2, 3, breathe. 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 Offload gradually. Continue with the other one offload. Continue with the other one offload.
So this is the acceleration due to gravity increase that you experience more than 1 G. So your blood, everything, your skin, everything starts getting pulled down. And very soon, if you don't do these maneuvers, you black out because the blood from your eyes go, and after some more time, the blood from your brain goes. You can get into something known as G-induced loss of consciousness.